Welcome back. Okay, so what I want to talk about today. Oh, sorry. Ursula E here. Her philosophies. Ursula E's philosophies in the mind of an INFJ. Did it just get darker in here? Wow. Okay, so in the mind of an INFJ, Ursula E's philosophies. Today, I would like to talk about after my awakening. I have already talked about what my awakening part one. There's a part two to explain more, but this is after my awakening. This is weird how it got dark. However, stuff like that happens, right? I ain't afraid. You're afraid? I ain't afraid. So, I want to talk about after awakening because I want to give you guys some idea of how you'll feel after the awakening. Now, before the awakening, um, I think I was just like you. Even though INFJ says 1% of population 1 or 2% of the world's population, so we're very rare. And what rare about us is that people think that we're so different. I think the only thing that is different for the INFJ and everybody else is that God is giving them messages in order to help people, pretty much. And people get freaked out by them being able to know things about them that they didn't tell them. So they different. But most people love them, for real. Most people have learned from them, healed. They don't heal so many people, so people don't forget them. My name is Ursula. It's easy to forget because it's very unique, but people remember it, and that's a good thing. I do like that. I get self-worth off of that. And but now my self-worth is coming through God because I can feel his love. It feels awesome. I will still help because he will help through me. I pretty much don't have a choice. However, I do love it. He's gonna help through me. So if you have issues, you got a problem, come on, put it in the comments, and I see what we could do here. Okay? Because that's why I'm here. I'm here to help you get rid of these problems that you think that you can't get rid of in order for you to go through your awakening. All right? So after the awakening, these things didn't change. But this thing did change. How about that? Let's do that. There's one thing, well, two things. Yeah, two things, three things changed. Three things. One thing, no more pain for the past. Past is not pain. I'm not feeling the pain at all. At all. Nothing is scarring me anymore. No more scars. So when I do get something that I don't like, it don't hurt so bad that I'm dwelling on it. I'm not dwelling on negativity. Okay. And another thing that changed is the bad things that I would do to myself to avoid listening to my head and my thoughts. Those things, things that you do to get out your head. You don't feel lonely and all that, so you're gonna do something to take your mind off your loneliness, and it's not a good thing to do. Yeah, I don't have to do that anymore. Okay? Because the thoughts in my head are all good thoughts, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Mostly. I would say 95%. Okay? Because you gotta get bad thoughts too, because that's how you can know what good and bad. It's just that it doesn't hurt anymore. I don't understand how you guys not want some of this because it feels awesome. I don't need any alcohol. I didn't drink that too much anyway, but I definitely don't need it. That last guy who made me cry I cried, I think, for almost 6 months. It don't even hurt anymore. Really, really. So, that, I never smoked and stuff like that. So, no drugs and stuff like that. And, the things that I used to do just to, occupy my time so I wouldn't get in my head. I don't need to do that anymore because my thoughts are very refreshing and they're uplifting, and I got so much gratitude for my Lord for that, and I love it. Um, what was that, number two? Oh my God, what was three? Number three, I don't worry about choices that I make. because I believe that my Lord is making those choices through me. I resign. I look into myself when I need to make a choice. I look into myself, and the answer that comes to me is the answer that I do. You know, that's why some things that you guys done did to yourself, I did not do it because the universe told me no, and I will not do it until the universe tells me yes. Okay, so whatever happens to me for not doing that thing, it just happens. You know, I don't want to stay in this place forever. Do you know where you guys are? Do you know? So with that, I can have peace. I can have so much peace. But some things that didn't change that I thought that would change. My love for music hasn't changed. I still like to dance. You know, I would shake my booty. I never knew how to twerk. I still want to learn it though. You know, so when you guys see these people dancing all wild and stuff, and you want to put blame or shame them for it, um, God will still let them have that. I still curse. I don't curse often, but I never cursed often. I'm not getting angry too much, but some things just should not be watered down, and for those things, I will swear. So that stays. Also, of course, I still like comedy. Still like comedy. That didn't change. You know, I still like family. You know, that love for family doesn't change. I still love. That doesn't change. You know, so that stuff is not changed. The only thing that changed is those things that I thought was bad. So, for instance, if you're doing something that somebody else might think is bad, but you don't think is bad, then you probably still hold on to that. Hold on to that. You'll probably still keep that, because the only things that he's changing in you is the things that make you feel the negative vibrations. Okay, and the only reason why it's negative is the things that you don't want. You know, and pretty much stuff from the movies told you what you should want and what you don't want. So it's not really bad vibrations or good. It's just that somebody put your perception to name things bad and good, and that's why you keep getting scars. That's why you keep getting scars, because you keep thinking this thing is bad, this thing is bad, this thing is bad. But it's not all bad. You have to change your perception on it to see it a different way. It's not bad. Losing a boyfriend, yeah, you loved him. But guess what? He left because he was unhappy. Why do you want to hold on to somebody who's unhappy? Would you hold on to leave yourself in a place that's unhappy? Why would you do that to yourself? Why? You upset that he left you. You want to get scars over that. But how much scars were you going to get him by holding him in a place that he didn't want to be? Or her. Holding her in a place where she didn't want to be. I say he because men normally leave when they're unhappy. However, women being unhappy would sit there and sacrifice so much. Why? Because of Disney. Disney put that in our heads when we was kids that we're supposed to make those kind of sacrifices. And of course, the Bible, always held women down. Pretty much. That's why I had a hard time reading it, because the Bible, when I read it, it came out to me that God didn't love women, and I knew that was wrong because he was already working through my life. You could tell a man wrote that Bible. That's why you end your prayers with amen. You don't have to do that. You really don't. Okay? So that's it for this video. It's kind of short. Yay! So that's what happened after my awakening. Yeah. So there's no reason for you to be afraid. Come on. It's time to wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, gosh. I also want to tell you about waking up between 3 and 4 p.m. a.m. Sorry. 3 and 5 a.m. But mostly it's going to be between 3 and 4. Okay? If God wakes you up between 3 and 4, 3 and 5 p.m. A.M. Godly. A.M. you are already on your journey to awakening. Okay? Now, so only for you to realize that you've been waking up between 3 and 5 a.m., you're going to need a clock to tell you what time it is when you wake up. Because other than that, you might think that you're waking up because you want some water. You know, your brain would tell you, give you reason to why you woke up. When you know good dog away, there's no reason that you woke up during this time. This is what he did has done to me to wake me up. A lot of time, I'm just jotted up. Like I'm asleep, I'm on my next time I'm jotted up. I wasn't dreaming though, because it seems like I don't be dreaming at the time. Just kind of wake up. I wake up and I look at the clock. So you must have a clock there to tell you what time it is, so you can realize this is a special time. Okay. Other than that, your brain gonna say, "Oh, you just need some water, or you just need to turn over," pretty much. However, also he have waken me up with a little tug and a little push, like wake up. And my body shakes and wakes me up. Wake up. Of course, nobody's there. I don't see anybody. Just can feel the energy, okay? Because you feel this energy, or anybody from the universe energy. It don't always have to be God, okay? It's only God if you ask him who their name is, and he say, "I am." That's what he says to me when I ask him what he says. He said, "I am," and I am. So, also here, shake the bed. Now that one right there is a little scary, okay? Because you saw that in the movies, right? In the scary movies, the bed be shaking, and you think that's a bad thing. But no, here, give the bed would give a good shake and just wake you up. So I made that too, and also a little tug on the leg to wake me up. That's scary too. I saw that in the scary movie. However, I know that is him, and I know not to be afraid during that time. And that's the time when he wants to talk. He wants you to talk to him and wants you to hear what he has to say. He doesn't say much. He really don't. It's a resonation of feeling, whether or not he's happy with what you said, whether or not it's not. And you get this idea of which way you're supposed to go. Yeah. But you can ask him his name. And he told me, "I am." If you actually see somebody, their mouth is moving, that's not God. It's not even the universe, okay? And don't be scared, because you got power. Just ignore it. Tell it to leave. It's not welcome here. Something of that nature. It can't hurt you, okay? But that's all for today. Still kind of short, and I wanted it that way because my videos have been going about around 20, and I know your attention span is not that good. But hopefully you sit through me, okay? I'm going to miss you. I want you to have a good day. And I want to give you something from the book to help you on your journey. God makes all things new. I'm praying God will remind you of all the potential you have and let you know that He has forgiven you for all your mistakes. He did. I wasn't a saint. I was better than most though, but not a saint. Not a saint at all. Happy journey. And I would like to see you your video. Hope your purpose is your videos too, okay? But whatever it is, whether or not you're a prayer, a guider, or even a soldier. I like the soldiers. Happy journey. Have a good one. Bye. See you next time.